Hi friends, how are you? I have another update on the small. So she has been here for 8 glorious months. Well, actually, that's not true. Not all of the months have been glorious. She has been here for 8 months, but I cannot say that all of them have been glorious, but we are totally on an upswing. She's doing amazing. So let's talk about my baby. I love her. I just want to squish her. But not too hard because she's small and that would hurt. Anyway, let's get on with it. So first things first, her health is getting a lot better. So, and I have to take credit for this. I have switched her doctors. So I had to try really hard and maybe use some of my dazzling charm to get her a new doctor. And it helps that she goes to see the same physician group that I go to. And so I'm familiar with stuff and I was able to say, this is what I love about my doctor. And I get that he can't be her doctor, but if we can find somebody with that style, that's what I really respond to. And I think that will be well for her. So that worked out. She switched doctors and he is going to treat more than just pumping her full of more medication for her ADHD, you know, kind of looking at some of the bigger pictures. And I really felt like he was listening to me and hearing some of my requests and my concerns. And so he's going to monitor her weight because she is 4'1", almost 4'2", but she struggles really to tip the scale to weighing more than 50 pounds. And so that is something that I worry about for her. I don't want her to be an unhealthy weight on the small side. Obviously I don't want her to be too big, but I worry that she is so teeny. And so he's got her on some stuff to try to boost up her weight a little bit. She still takes a lot of vitamins, things like that. So that is helping her, I think. So that maybe she can have a little bit more meat on her bones so that she won't bruise so easily or get hurt so often. So that is something that we're trying. And Mom bought her some Pediasure and she liked the chocolate kind. She's not too big on the strawberry kind. So she drank all the chocolate ones up, so I bought her some more of that. And I have to be careful because she will open stuff and then leave it around and waste it. And that stuff is a bit pricey. So is the, she doesn't really drink a whole lot of milk, but she drinks nut milk, and so she drinks cashew milk, which is even more expensive than almond milk. So that kind of stuff I have to make sure that she's keeping it back in the fridge so she can finish it later. So that is helping. And then it always helps if I make her things that she likes, like meat. So that is rough on the grocery bill, but it is good for her. So I do tend to make her things that she likes and kind of to cheer her up a little bit, make her eat some more. So that is going well. I am excited that her health, and we're kind of looking at maybe some of her anxiety issues, her sleep issues. I know I mentioned this many times, but she does not sleep all the way through the night, at least not here. I know that sometimes I think she just wakes up and then comes in here, but sometimes she does have some pretty disturbing nightmares that are really upsetting to her, and so then it takes her a lot longer to fall back asleep in the middle of the night. So that is an issue that we're hoping to address and kind of get sorted out so that if she's sleeping more peacefully, then I think she'll be a little bit happier during the day. I know certainly I am happier if I've gotten a solid night's sleep. So that's good. Let's see what else. School. So school, we are well into the school year. She's in 3rd grade. Her teacher is very sweet and like super loving. But I think that she told the small one of those days, you know, like, oh, I'm a mean teacher. Come on, I'm gonna get you. And the small doesn't get sarcasm at all. So she was really concerned about that. Like, oh no, my teacher said she's mean. So we had to kind of talk about, wait, I think she was just kidding, honey. She just wants you to try her best. So she also has a new resource teacher, I know I mentioned that, who is great, who emails me a lot of the times with different updates or things that we can do so we can kind of collaborate and reinforce the same messages that we're telling her. I know that she was really concerned about all of the biting that the small does on her fingers, and so one of the rewards that she was able to earn at school was to get her fingernails painted because she went a whole week without any new biting, which was awesome. And so she was so excited, and I guess the principal came down to her classroom and got his fingernails painted too as part of the reward day. So that was really special for her and for the principal. I guess that's kind of a nice thing that he did. So that's going well. Like I mentioned, she sees a lot of folks in the school, and so she's getting used to her routine and things that she has to do, the different groups and things that she goes to at school. So that's going well. She does miss her resource teacher from last year, but it was really fun. So her regular resource teacher this year was out absent one day, but she had arranged that her teacher from last year would be the sub. And so that was a lot of fun for everybody. I think it was hard to tell who was more excited, the kids or this teacher who got to come back and see how amazing she was doing. And that was one of the days when I had to go and pick her up for an appointment. And so I made a point to go and say hi to her old teacher, and he's really proud of all of the progress that she's done. So that is amazing. And I think a lot of the credit for that goes to my mom for really, really working with her all summer long with her reading and her math. She is getting a lot better at that stuff. You know, she can read all of the word families that they worked on this summer. We have a book of it, and so she can read through all of those, and she knows what those words mean. Her math is getting better, the math facts. So now she's doing, I don't think they call it carrying anymore. I think they do it a different way where they add in different columns or something. So she's learning to do that, which is fun. And she's also learning a little bit about subtraction, maybe a little bit like if you have 4 but you want to get to 10, how many is that? So she's learning that stuff, which is great. Yeah, so I think it's going to be good. She went on a field trip with no problems, which is awesome. So yeah, I think school is going really well. I think she's continuing to get healthier. We still do gymnastics, which is fun. A couple weeks ago they had Bring a Friend Day at gymnastics, and so she brought 2 of her friends, which was fun for everybody to have gymnastics time. So that's a cool activity that she gets. One of the things I'm so excited about, and I know that I talk about how my life has changed so dramatically, but there are some things that the small just needs to get on board with. You know, like this is a part of my life, and if you want to do, you know, like you're gonna need to learn to love this, and that is football. So I know that I've talked about it tons of times about how the family loves to go to football with Dad. That is his thing. Tailgating, we do it all the time. And so now the small comes too, and she has started to really like it. I mean, what's not to like about tailgating? You're outside eating. So that is a lot of fun for her. So yeah, so she comes with us to the games, and she has her little Illini shirt. She can't say Illini, she calls it Nai, which is adorable. But yeah, so I guess when I think about what I thought parenting would be, you know, I guess a part of me kind of like always thought that I would just have this little sidekick who would do things with me. And so I really feel like that is happening in the times when we are at football. You know, it's like, here's just my little buddy, and here she is, you know, she's hanging out, doing her thing. So I think that is a lot of fun. Yeah, so I really feel like we are in a good place. There's still quite a lot of struggles and quite a lot of work every day that we have to do, but I feel like we're in a good place with it all. I don't know. The adoption, I don't have any new news about that. Who knows when or how all that paperwork is gonna get done. I mean, I'm doing as much as I can. When I'm told what to do, I do it. So it's just a matter of waiting. But that's okay. But yeah, I am excited that we are doing as well as we are. If you happen to live in my city, I sincerely thank you for paying your taxes, because the small services that she gets at school are incredible. The school district that she is in does so many great things. So thank you to, to all of those people and to people who help fund that. That is amazing. So I am really grateful for all of that stuff. But yeah, it's good stuff. It is good stuff. The small's doing great. She's a funny little one. She is funny. But anyway, I hope that you all are doing amazing, and thank you so much for all of your support of the small, and of Zoe, another important part of our family. But yeah, I appreciate it. The small appreciates it. So it's great. It takes a village, and I think that mine is just what we need for this little person to really be the best person that she can be. And that is all that I could ever want. So I hope you have a great day. Thanks. Bye.